Hey friends, welcome back to Kevara Farm. It's a very beautiful evening here at the farm. So here at Kevara Farm, we are raising 3,000 birds. Actually, they are a bit more than 3,000 birds. They are around 3,180 birds. Yeah. But when I was starting this Kevara Farm, I didn't start by having 3,000 birds. Yeah, I started with 500 birds because in my last video I was telling you the amount of money which I had spent brooding these birds for only 1 month, and most of you were scared about the figures. So in today's video I want to share with you how you can grow your farm successfully. But before we continue, if you're new on this channel, I'm called Lillian and this is Kevara Farm. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Here we talk about poultry farming, everything about poultry, how to become successful, how to make sure that we maximize our profits and minimize on the costs. So when I was beginning this farm, I started this farm in 2021, around October there. It's now so far 3 full years while I'm doing this business, and I want to tell you that I consider myself successful because I've been growing. So every time I bring here birds, so far I have made sure that I increase on the number that I bring here at Kevara Farm. So let me take you and we see where we started from. So I started this farm with 500 birds. Yeah, and this is the structure which I started with. And this structure, when I was beginning, I started, let's go inside. So this is the structure where everything here at Kevara Farm began. We started from this structure, and right now, as you can see, we have transferred part of the flock that we are raising. In this chicken house, I've now transferred 1,000 birds, which I've put in this structure. As you can see, the birds are really looking good, and today they are 6 weeks. These birds are 6 weeks. So this structure, it's where we began from, and it was stopping up to here. I had put 500 birds in this structure, though it was under capacity. So a few months after those birds, when I saw that everything was working, that is when I decided to put the other second structure. So I raised that bunch and the other bunch, and then when I was bringing more birds, I extended this structure up to the other side where you're seeing. So growing this farm has not just started. According to the video which I posted last time, I put the amount of money which I had spent brooding these birds, the 3,000 birds which I have here at the farm now. And most of you were scared about the money that I had spent. But I want to tell you that my farm is a continuing farm, and this is where I began from. I began with these 500 birds, but I have made sure that every time I'm bringing my birds, I'm growing, I'm expanding. So spending that money, to me right now, this being a continuous business, it is really not so much. So if you're watching me right now and then you were scared about the amount of money which I have spent so far, you don't need to be scared, and you don't need to start with 3,000 birds. You can start with any number of chicken that you can afford, and then you make it a priority to make sure that every time you're bringing birds, every time you're growing, you're continuously growing. That is what has helped me here. I'm going to share with you the tips. Yeah, I'm going to give you the tips which have helped me here to make sure that I'm continuously expanding this Kevara farm. But before that, let me take you and we see the other second structure. But as we can see here, my second structure is this one here that we are seeing. Yeah, And this second structure, it wasn't reaching up to here. It was also stopping. It was from the other side up to this place. Yes, and it was containing 1,200 birds. And then I had to expand it up to this place here, whereby I put in 1,500 birds. Yes, the major challenge which I have here, it's because I'm farming on a very small piece of land. This is only a 50 by 100 piece. But among my short-term goals, my goal is to make sure that I maximize this place here. And at this time, because right now in that chicken house we are having 2,000 birds, more than 2,000 birds, and they cannot fit when they grow. So I'm going to maximize this place. I will extend this structure up to the other end. I will try and make sure that I maximize this place up to the other side. Yes, such that this place is having a capacity of 3,000 chicken, and I know by this time there is nowhere that I will expand from, because if I do this I will have maximized the whole of this piece of land. So it means that I'm not going to expand anymore. So we are raising our 3,000 birds. Let me take you inside this structure and we see. Right now our birds are at 6 weeks. Let me take you and we see how they are doing. So remember to always disinfect before you enter into your chicken house. This helps to kill all the germs that you get from anywhere you're coming from. So here we are, and our birds have really grown. Whenever I enter this place, I just start smiling because of what I'm seeing. This whole structure is full of chicken. The other structure is full of chicken. They are growing. I'm not having mortality, so I just smile. Sometimes I stand here and I keep looking at these birds. Today these birds have made 6 weeks, and we have given them pox vaccine. Yeah, we have vaccinated them with pox. There are those people who have been following me step by step on this brooding series, and they are also following to brood their birds. So when we reach week 6, we vaccinate these birds with pox vaccine, and then later we are going to deworm, and then after we give them the fall typhoid. That is the last. Yeah, and also debeak. And this time I intend to debeak these birds so early. We normally debeak on week 10, but I'm going to debeak them when they reach week 8. Yes, because the thing which I'm scared of is the fall typhoid, and it is put on date on week 12, and I see it as very far. Yeah, because that disease is so dangerous to these birds. So I intend to debeak these birds as early as possible, such that around week 10 I can be able to vaccinate these birds with fall typhoid. Yeah. So on week 8 we are also going to switch off our lights. And guys, if you can see, this is what we have done. And if you can just have a look at this chicken house, it is so open, and because right now we need the fresh air. Yes, so we have removed anything that could be blocking the fresh air, because what I've realized, when these birds are not having fresh air, when it is so hot, the birds do not eat. And at this stage we need these birds to eat as much as they can. From week 4 up to week 8, that time is so crucial for these birds. That is where they develop all the organs. So if you miss out on this stage, it means that your birds are going to disturb you when it comes to laying stage. Actually, because this is a hot season, I was about to buy the fans. Yes, the fans, to make sure that these birds get fresh air. But then I decided to just open, and when it is so hot, we decide to get water and spray such that we can calm the situation in order for these birds to have a conducive environment that is going to help them to feed. Yeah, to feed. One of the things that has helped me to grow this farm, because as we have seen, I started with 500 birds, and then I kept on growing up to now, whereby I've reached at 3,000 birds. I do not take out the money. If you want to grow your farm, you have to make sure that the money, you don't take it out of the business. Actually, you have to treat this poultry farming like any other business, not like an ATM machine, whereby you're going to keep on withdrawing money. If you keep on withdrawing the money, trust me, you're not going to grow. So what I do here, I give myself salary. Yeah, I give myself salary, and then the rest of the money, I keep it. I believe that money has issues. There are always so many things that need the money, but while as you're withdrawing the money from this business, you have to keep it in mind that you have to grow the business, you have to grow the farm. So you withdraw accordingly, and you make sure that you have some money that is going to help you grow the farm. So that has helped me to grow the farm, because every time that I'm bringing the birds here, I've made sure that I'm increasing on the number. The other chicken house, which is having 500, when I was bringing in more birds, I brought 800. And right now, it is now up to the capacity of 1,000 birds. And then this chicken house, in the beginning, it was containing 1,200. Then the last bunch, I extended up to the other place, up to the other part, and I put in 1,500. And here I had a total of 2,200 chicken. But right now I have around 3,080 birds. Yeah, you can see that I've been progressing every time, and that thing of not withdrawing the money from the business has helped me so much. And then another thing which has helped me to grow is to set goals. Like I've been telling you, if you do not set goals, you will just work aimlessly. But because I normally set my goals, and my goals I set long term and short term goals. Among my short term goals was to make sure that I maximize this place. So and which I have been working towards achieving. I confidently tell you that I have achieved. When you set your goals, you will always work towards achieving those goals. That has really helped me here to grow my farm. So when you begin your poultry farming, please sit down and analyze and see what you will want to achieve in a short period of time, and what you will also want to achieve in a long period of time. Then another thing, as we have always said, you have to give your farm time, and then you have to make sure that you control diseases, because diseases, if they happen to, if they, if because if you get an outbreak at your farm, trust me, you're going to make a very huge loss. Yeah, and if you stop diseases, it means that your chicken are going to continuously giving you eggs, and then you will find that you're not spending any money to buy the drugs, to buy the antibiotics. And when you're not spending, you're making more profits. Yeah, so please try to make sure that by all means you're not getting diseases at your farm. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please let's subscribe to this Kevara farm. Remember, we are on our road to 50k subscribers. Let us make it happen, and please like this video, share it to friends and family, such that we can all benefit from this knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Let me see you in my next video.